They walk among us. A shadowy conspiracy. Hey there. You ever get that nagging feeling that something's just not quite right with the world? Conspiracy theories latch onto that feeling, spinning tales that can be even wilder than the mysteries they're trying to explain. One of the most out there theories suggests that our planet is under the control of a secret group of reptilian humanoids, the Reptilian Elite. I know it sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi novel, but this theory has really taken root in people's minds. It's even found its way into popular culture and ignited some pretty heated debates. The idea is that these reptilian beings are masters of disguise, living among us as powerful politicians, celebrities, and business leaders. Their mission? To manipulate global events, control our institutions, and ultimately turn us into their obedient slaves. Whether you brush it off as the ravings of a few crackpots, or find yourself getting pulled into its complex web of speculation, the Reptilian Elite theory offers a fascinating peek into the power of belief and the irresistible pull of the unknown. The man who heard the whispers. David Icke. Now there's a character for you. This guy started out as a regular sports broadcaster, but then he did a complete 180 and became a controversial author and speaker, all thanks to the Reptilian Elite theory. His dive into the world of conspiracy theories kicked off in the late 80s, when he had what he calls a profound spiritual awakening. This awakening sent him on a wild journey into alternative beliefs and the outer edges of human knowledge, and that's where he stumbled upon the idea of reptilian beings pulling the strings behind the scenes. In 1990, he really went for it, publicly declaring himself the Son of God. Naturally, people thought he'd lost his marbles and laughed him off. But did that stop him? Not a chance. He kept on trucking, developing his theories and cranking out books. One of his big hits, The Biggest Secret, came out in 1999 and laid the foundation for the modern Reptilian Elite theory. Sure, mainstream academics and scientists think he's off his rocker, but Icke's work struck a chord with a growing subculture of conspiracy theorists and spiritual seekers. Beneath the Skin, Unmasking the Reptilian Elite. Alright, let's dive into the deep end with this one. The Reptilian Elite theory is built on the belief that these reptilian beings are masters of disguise, seamlessly blending into human society. The claim is that they can shapeshift, allowing them to walk among us undetected, pulling the strings of power from behind a facade of normalcy. These reptilian overlords are depicted as cold, calculating, and driven by an insatiable hunger for power and control. Their ultimate goal, according to the theory's proponents, is to enslave humanity, turning us into their subservient species. These crafty critters supposedly exercise their control through a tangled web of institutions, including governments, financial systems, media outlets, and even religious organizations. The theory suggests that these institutions have been infiltrated and manipulated by the Reptilian Elite, serving as tools to sway public opinion, suppress dissent, and maintain their iron grip on power. To add another layer to the madness, the theory often brings up the concept of bloodlines, arguing that certain powerful families throughout history are direct descendants of these reptilian beings. Whether you find it laughable or intriguing, you gotta admit, it's a wild ride through the realms of conspiracy and imagination. The New World Order, a reptilian agenda? So, here's the scoop. According to the proponents of this wild theory, there's a shadowy cabal of global elites plotting to tear down national sovereignty and set up a totalitarian one-world government. And get this, in the context of the Reptilian Elite theory, this New World Order, NWO, is seen as the ultimate goal of our sneaky reptilian overlords. People who buy into this theory are convinced that these reptilian bigwigs are pulling the strings, aiming to control everything and everyone. This fear of a totalitarian world government run by malevolent forces has stoked the anxieties of many, making them see the Reptilian Elite theory as a plausible explanation for the world's perceived ills. It's a heady mix of paranoia and imagination, but for those who believe, it's a compelling story that explains why things feel so off-kilter. Whether you find it fascinating or just plain outlandish, it's a testament to how deeply these ideas can root themselves in the human psyche. Signs and symbols. Decoding the reptilian presence. So you've got believers in the Reptilian Elite theory who are always on the lookout for signs and symbols that supposedly reveal the presence and influence of these sneaky reptilian overlords. They claim these symbols, often ancient or esoteric, are like hidden messages, clues left behind by the Reptilian Elite to mark their territory and assert their dominance over humanity. One of the biggest symbols they point to is the Eye of Providence, that Masonic symbol showing an eye within a triangle. Supporters of the theory, this isn't just some quirky emblem, it's the watchful eye of the Reptilian Elite, always observing and controlling us. Creepy, right? But it doesn't stop there. They also see ancient serpent imagery, found in cultures all over the world, as representing the reptilian nature of these beings. Whether it's snake carvings or dragon legends, they're convinced these are all hints at the reptilian agenda. Sure, these symbols are open to interpretation and often seen through the lens of confirmation bias, but for those who believe, they serve as compelling evidence. It's these symbols that keep their belief in a hidden reptilian agenda alive and kicking. Whispers and shadows. Anecdotal evidence and testimonials. All right, folks, let's get into the juicy stuff. Beyond all those mysterious symbols and historical interpretations, the die-hard believers in the reptilian elite theory love to whip out anecdotal evidence and personal testimonials to back up their claims. Sure, these stories might be short on solid proof, but within the community, they're like gold. Personal validations that keep the conspiracy fires burning. Now, one of the favorite types of anecdotal evidence involves sightings of these supposed reptilian humanoids. Picture this. Someone swears they've seen a person shapeshift or catch a quick glimpse of their reptilian features. And let me tell you, these sightings aren't just casual observations. They're often drenched in fear, paranoia, and that spine-tingling feeling of being watched. It's like a horror movie come to life. Of course, the skeptics roll their eyes and chalk these up to misinterpretations, hallucinations, or just plain old tall tales. But for the believers, these anecdotes are everything. They're powerful, they're personal, and they make the whole theory feel a lot more real and immediate. So, whether you think these stories are compelling evidence or just the stuff of overactive imaginations, there's no denying they add a whole lot of spice to the Reptilian Elite saga. And that's what keeps people hooked, coming back for more and debating the possibilities. The skeptic's view. Unmasking the conspiracy theory. All right, let's tackle another angle. One big gripe folks have with the Reptilian Elite theory is its heavy reliance on ancient myths and esoteric knowledge. Now, don't get me wrong, those old tales and secret wisdoms are fascinating, but here's the kicker. They're wide open to interpretation and don't exactly meet the standards of rigorous scientific inquiry. You see, these sources are like a big old buffet of possibilities. You can pick and choose what fits your narrative, but that's where things get tricky. Without the objectivity and scrutiny that science demands, it's hard to separate fact from fancy. And boy, do these ancient myths leave a lot of room for fancy. So, while the stories and symbols might make for great bedtime reading or a wild conspiracy theory, they don't quite hold up under the microscope of hard evidence. That's why skeptics raise an eyebrow and shake their heads at the whole thing. But hey, for the believers, it's all part of the allure. Ancient secrets, hidden truths, and the thrill of piecing together the cosmic puzzle. Whether you buy into it or not, there's no denying it's a heck of a ride. The psychology of conspiracy. Fear, control, and meaning. From a psychological perspective, the enduring appeal of conspiracy theories like the Reptilian Elite can be attributed to several factors. One key factor is the human need for understanding and control in a complex and often unpredictable world. Conspiracy theories offer a sense of order and predictability, providing simple explanations for complex events and attributing them to identifiable agents. By believing in these theories, individuals may feel a sense of control over their lives and the world around them, even if that control is illusory. Furthermore, conspiracy theories often tap into deep-seated fears and anxieties, providing an outlet for these emotions and offering a sense of community and shared purpose among believers. The Reptilian Elite theory, with its themes of hidden control, manipulation, and a looming threat to humanity, resonates with individuals who may already feel powerless or distrustful of authority figures and institutions. A cultural phenomenon. Reptilians in media and society. Despite its controversial nature, the Reptilian Elite theory has seeped into popular culture, becoming a recurring theme in movies, television shows, books, and music. This cultural permeation, while often presented in a satirical or humorous light, reflects the theory's ability to capture the imagination and tap into deep-seated anxieties about power, control, and the unknown. In film and television, reptilian characters have appeared in various forms, from the shape-shifting alien invaders in the television series V to the more subtle hints of reptilian ancestry in movies like They Live. These depictions, while often exaggerated for entertainment purposes, reflect the public's fascination with the theory and its potential to create compelling narratives. This cultural presence, whether intended as entertainment, social commentary, or a genuine reflection of belief, demonstrates the Reptilian Elite theory's ability to transcend its fringe origins and become a part of the broader cultural lexicon. The enduring allure of the unknown. The Reptilian Elite theory, despite its lack of scientific credibility and its reliance on speculation and anecdotal evidence, continues to captivate the imaginations of many. While the theory itself may be dismissed by many as outlandish and unfounded, its cultural impact and its ability to spark debate about the nature of belief, the power of conspiracy theories, and the human need for understanding cannot be ignored. Whether viewed as a harmless curiosity, a reflection of societal anxieties, or a genuine threat to humanity, the Reptilian Elite theory serves as a reminder of the enduring allure of the unknown and the power of belief to shape our perceptions of the world around us. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep exploring the unknown. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content.